14-67 in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. With his 37 points, Barry would enthrall. His 17 field goal attempts in a quarter set a playoff record at Philadelphia's Convention Hall. On 4/18-67 in Game 3 of the NBA Finals, Rick found the right spots. He matched a Finals single-game record with 22 field goals and set a Finals single-game record with 48 shots. Therefore, the Warriors defeated the Philadelphia 76ers due to Barry's scoring spree when he scored 55 points in Game 3.
Yeah, I missed 6 free throws in that game, the most ever missed in my life. Not that I remember.
On 4/20-67, an NBA Finals contest was held at the Cow Palace, so the game was indoor. Rick scored 43 points, yet the Philadelphia 76ers defeated the host Warriors in Game 4. On 4/24-67, Game 6 of the NBA Finals obviously wasn't played in Dallas. Barry scored 44 points, but Chamberlain's Sixers defeated the Warriors to clinch the title at the Cow Palace. The 1967 NBA Finals didn't feature the Cleveland Cavaliers' LeBron James, but Barry set 2 Finals records for a series of 6 games. Due to his record 6 30-plus point games, Barry shot the basketball with awesome aim, along with his record 235 field goal attempts, as he recorded 40.8 points per game.
Constant, same ball size, same basket size, same distance every time. No one's trying to prevent you from doing it. If you practice it enough, you get them, you make 4 every 5. You get to miss 1 every 5 shots, and you're an 80% free throw shooter. And so why in the world some of these guys wouldn't try the underhanded method? I just don't understand it. My youngest son, Canyon, is shooting him that way. He made the switch over. He shot 88% last year at the University of Florida and set a school record for consecutive free throws made. And he's, and so he picked it up. George Johnson on our team was 48% or something, and I worked with him a little bit. He didn't get it down totally, but he wound up eventually one season shooting 80%. So it makes such a difference in the game of basketball because so many games are decided by a few points. That if your team can shoot 80% from the free throw line, you're going to win a bunch of extra games during the course of the season. One of the reasons the Warriors are so tough is they have outstanding free throw shooters, and it makes them a good team. And so, and coaches are smart when you get into a fouling situation. I mean, if you're smart at all, I mean, the only guys on the court are the guys that can shoot free throws. They're the only ones that should touch the ball. I told my dad, I said, Dad, I can't do this. And he was relentless about trying to get me to try it. And I'm glad he was, because I finally did it one summer. I said, okay, Dad, let's go do this. And so, but I gave it a sincere effort. I mean, I don't do anything halfway. I mean, so I went and really worked with it. And then after I was doing it for a couple, and so I made the switch. And I was a mid 70% free throw shooter, shot over 80. And then that first season when I did it in high school, I don't remember, it was before my junior or senior year. And then I wish I had been smart enough to do what I did late in my career. So I started studying things and learning about the game. And I changed my technique late in my career. That's why I still think I'm the best free throw shooter in the history of the NBA, because my percentage, my last 6 years when I made the adjustment, and I was shooting less free throws, it's much easier to shoot a higher percentage if you're shooting 10, 12 free throws a game, because if I miss one, I miss one, I'm going to back up to 90 like that in the same game. Whereas if I'm only shooting 2, 3 a game, and I miss a free throw, I got to go 2 weeks without missing a free throw to get it back up over 90. So when I made the changeover, my last 6 years, I averaged over 92% from the free throw line. My last 2 years, I shot over 94% from the free throw line. 2 seasons ago, Andre Drummond from the Detroit Pistons missed 23 free throws in 1 game. 1 game. That's more than I missed in my entire last 2 seasons. So how in the world do you live with yourself when you do that? So I take great pride in saying that, because that's the one area you can be totally selfish, and the only area of the game of basketball that you can be selfish and help your team is try to shoot the highest percentage you can. And why guys wouldn't try it, I don't know. Shaq, I tried to get him to do it. He said, Rick, I'm a hip-hop kind of guy, and it ruined my image. He's just too big, to have said to him, say, well, what? He would have won more championships, there's no question. You think about Shaq. If he's an 80% free throw shooter at the end of the game, what do? I bring it down the court, Shaq get in the low post, throw him the ball, game's over. That's simple. If he's going to score, he can get fouled, he's making his free throws. As it turned out, the only chance you had to beat those guys then is that's why they got the hack of Shaq. Foul him. So, because he's going to make 1 out of 2 maybe if he's lucky. And the percentages are in your favor to put him on the free throw line. Physicists have tested said it's the most efficient way to do it, the less of the moving parts, a softer shot and everything. And so it's been proven from a physics standpoint that it's the most efficient way to do it. It's just much softer. I mean, does anybody stand around here walking around like this? Is this a natural thing to do? No. How do you stand? Your arms hanging straight down, relaxed. So late in the game, I mean, it's real easy still there, not get tense or tight or whatever. So it just makes all the sense in the world to do it that way.
Here's actually this poster of you and Wilt in the 67 NBA Finals. And although I didn't get to see you play at Convention Hall, I got to see you play at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Right away, I see myself. My question is what was it like to play in Philadelphia, the birthplace of the Warriors, when the Warriors won their first 2 titles?
Well, we actually played in Convention Hall. I actually have one of my favorite, 2 of my favorite pictures that I have are there. One is my underhanded free throw, which I noticed that my hand was in a cocky position actually when I saw that. I think that wasn't very good. And then another one that was a picture of me going up with a shot over Wilt Chamberlain. So it was really kind of a really cool shot that I really liked a lot. And then one of my favorite pictures to show you how interesting was a black and white photo of 7 players are in the photo from the 67 All-Star game here at the Cow Palace. And all 7 players who were in the picture were top 50 players. That's pretty cool. I was there.